Hello and welcome to Anna's Travel Talk. I'm your host, Anna Hoy, and I'm not only a travel enthusiast, but I'm the owner and vacation specialist with Vacations by Anna. And this is the place where each week I speak with travel insiders to inform, inspire, and entertain you. And joining me today from Universal Orlando Resort and Theme Parks, I am happy to welcome Cynthia Holmes. Welcome, Cynthia. Thank you for joining today.
Yay, this is so fun. I'm so happy to be part of this, Anna. This is lots of fun. So wanted to share with you some of the updates that are going on at Universal Orlando Resort, some of the precautions that we've been taking since we opened. So Anna, you know that we reopened our park in Orlando back in June.
Yes, and us here in Southern California, we're very jealous because we don't have our theme parks open. So I'm very happy that you're here to share. And I know that Universal takes their guests' safety and their employees' safety very seriously. So I'm excited to hear about all of the new protocols that you guys have in place.
Yeah, so let's kick it off. And I think I put a pretty comprehensive presentation together that will really take us through everything that we have going on at Universal. As I just mentioned, we did welcome our guests back in June. And we really have taken some great park safety precautions and guidelines that we've put in place so that all of our guests that are coming into our park feel very, very safe. And we've taken all those guidelines. And what we're doing now is we will be providing one free disposable face covering to our guests who do not bring their own face coverings, or if they would like to purchase one of our really cool face coverings, we have them available in our park. We have all kinds of theming from Spider-Man to the Minions to all of the different houses of Potter. So it's great fun to be walking through the park and seeing everybody's different personalities come through by their face coverings. And there are some face coverings that can be purchased at the merchandise carts that we have throughout both parks and within City Walk. And we are requiring everybody to wear them. Right now, as far as our face coverings, for people to purchase, there's one size fits all. And otherwise, if folks want to bring their own, certainly they're welcome to do that as well. Perfect. So some of the safety guidelines, Anna, that we've put in place, obviously, like everywhere, is that we're really asking all of our guests to wash their hands and to be cautious of social distancing and all of that. And, it's really kind of a cool thing that when we interact with our guests in the park, they tell us that they feel safer in our park than going to their local grocery stores with the different precautions that we've put in place. So we really are making everybody feel really comfortable. We're asking all of our guests to maintain social distancing with maintaining 6 feet apart. You'll notice that in the photo I have in front of you, there's markings to the entrance of the rides and rides and attractions that we have. So we have those markings in place. We also have those markings in place going into some of the stores as well, because we want to make sure, even when folks are going in to buy all of their great merchandise and their souvenirs from being on vacation, that we're maintaining that social distancing as well.
Yeah, that sounds tricky. And it sounds like you guys really thought things through in every area of the park on how to maintain safety.
Yeah, so of course it wasn't anything that I was involved with personally, but when we went into our pausing, when we paused our park in the spring, we had a team that immediately stepped into place and said, okay, how do we make this as safe as we possibly can for all of our guests? And also, again, create those memories that many of our guests want to appreciate and establish when they're on vacation. So lots of planning went into place to put all those measures in place. So as far as some of the attractions are concerned, Anna, you'll see that on the queues that we're limiting how many folks obviously are standing in the queue, and also how many of our guests are going and riding on those rides and attractions. As you can see here, this is Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket, which is one of our really cool coasters. And you'll see that with the social distancing, we have guests in every other row. So
yeah, I see that. And so far, how is the cleanliness and protocols that you have in place been received by the guests, by the visitors?
You know what? It's been great because everybody wants to feel safe. And if they have to wait just a little bit longer or stand a little bit further behind to keep that social distancing, that's what they want to do. And they have repeatedly told us, everything is great, well planned. Our team members in the park are making sure that everybody's following the guidelines. So if there is a guest that their face covering might fall down, we're just giving them the little signal to please put it back in place, as well as keeping our guests with young children. We're asking that those kids have their face coverings as well. So all of our team members also undergo strict guidelines coming in to work for the day. So, we're doing the temperature checks for all of our team members as well, and making sure that they're healthy as well, because of course, they're interacting with our guests. And we really are asking everybody to, follow the CDC guidelines. There are some folks that perhaps should make some considerations if they have any underlying medical conditions. But certainly we want to make sure that all of our guests are coming into our park are safe, and that we have temperature checks and all those guidelines in place. So we also have those guidelines, Anna, in place at all of our hotels right now. So
nice.
Yeah, so it's been great too. So right now, the hotels that are open are the Hard Rock Hotel, right, which is all about rock and roll. It's one of our AAA 4-diamond resorts, as well as the Lowe's Royal Pacific Hotel. So again, that's a AAA 4-diamond resort. We also have the Cabana Bay Beach Resort open, and we have our newest hotel, Surfside Inn and Suites. That property is open. So we have those properties open to receive our guests. So some of the guidelines that we have in place for those hotels, and what I have in front of you is the screen, just reminding any of your clients that we right now have the Portofino, the Sapphire Hotel, Los Sapphire Falls Resort, Universal's Aventura, Endless Summer Resort over at Dockside Inn and Suites paused on opening until December 31st, but those other properties are open. And what we've been doing, Anna, is any of our guests that might have been booked into the properties in front of you on the screen, we're contacting them and we're moving them to one of our other on-site hotels. So we're accommodating all of our guests, and everybody really has been really great and understanding that we're doing this all because we want to really have those safety measures in place.
Yeah, that's awesome. And
yeah,
then are you guys limiting the number of guests per hotel, like having a reduced capacity?
Yeah, we do. We have a reduced capacity at the resorts. We're also having some safety measures as far as the hotels are concerned. So for instance, coming into the lobby of our hotel. So we're asking everybody to do the temperature checks, right? And I had somebody tell me the other day that they were at our one of our on-site hotels, and they were observing people coming in, doing the guests coming in with the temperature check, and the way our team members were handling it in, a very quiet, discreet way. They weren't making a big deal out of groups coming in, but certainly being sure that everybody was having their temperature checks, as well as the team members. So we're doing social distancing in the lobby as everybody comes in. As far as the rooms are concerned, we're doing things a little bit differently. I mean, obviously we're cleaning all of the rooms, but and all of the public areas. And we have obviously the hand sanitizer stations in place. All of the outlets for the food and beverage are kind of downsized in a way because we want to make sure that we're keeping that social distancing, right? So there are less tables and chairs in most of the food outlets. And then even as far as the guests calling for room service. So the way we're doing that is if any of the guests would like room service, we're accommodating them. We bring the food right up on the carts to the room. We knock on the door and then we step away and let our guests come to the door and then bring the food cart into the room. Everything's packaged and everything. So everything is following the CDC guidelines. The other thing too is that as far as the rooms are concerned, we're leaving at least 24 hours in between our guests so that that room sits vacant. Again, just to take those precautions. Our staff is not servicing the rooms so that while our guests are there. So if any of our guests need any amenities like towels or any soap or whatever the amenities, excuse me, we are delivering that to the room. So we're pre-packaging everything, bringing it up, knock on the door, and we'll just leave it on the handle.
So to limit contact with
Yep.
the guests and the staff.
Yep,
And then as
so-
far as the restaurants, you mentioned they're having reduced number of guests at the restaurant at each time. Are you recommending that our guests make reservations in order to make sure that they have availability for dining, or is that not necessary?
Well, I mean, certainly if folks do want to make a reservation, that they can easily do that. However, it's not necessary because we are maintaining a reduced occupancy at the hotels. So we do have less guests in the property. So we haven't had any issue where people haven't been able to dine when they've wanted to. But, again,
that's good to hear,
yeah.
Because recently my husband and I went on vacation and we were in Las Vegas, and we noticed that if you didn't make a reservation, you weren't able to dine at the time that you wanted to. Now, Vegas is a different animal, but in our experience, we found that making reservations just gave me peace of mind that I didn't have to worry about where I was going to go dine that evening. But it sounds like here that doesn't seem to be very much of an issue.
No, we haven't had any issue with that, which has been great.
Awesome.
And then, the other thing that we've done, Anna, is the hotel transportation that we have put in place. And what we're doing as far as the transportation is that the properties that are on the water taxi, so the Hard Rock Hotel and the Lowe's Royal Pacific Resort, we are limiting how many folks are on the water taxis. So you'll see that there's that reduced capacity there, as well as on the shuttle buses for the properties that are not on the water taxi.
Nice.
And the other thing that we're doing too is in between our guests, transporting them back and forth, we have our team members going in and wiping down the seats as well. Again, just like in the parks and in the hotels, we're asking everybody obviously to keep those face coverings in place as well. So that's what we're doing as far as the transportation is concerned. We have our universal app, which has been really great. And that's really has enabled us to be even more contact free with our guests. And so any of your clients that are coming down, we really encourage them to download the universal app on their smartphone. If they have had the app downloaded in the past, they just want to update that because there's just some great things that they can do with the app. So they can do meal ordering, so they can pull up the different restaurants within the park and City Walk, and they can order their meals. There's also the virtual line, so they can request a ride and it'll tell them what time to return to the ride. And then of course, over at Volcano Bay, we have that really great Tapu Tapu, where it's the wearable that our guests use to virtually stand in line. But our guests also can sync their phone to their Tapu Tapu so that they can buy merchandise, they can order food and beverage as well. And it just goes to the credit card that they've synced to their Tapu Tapu. So that's been really good as well. And our guests have really enjoyed that. And again, it's just to, maintain the fact that we want to be as contact free with one another as we can.
Yeah, and it looks like it's very nice and easy to use. Can you also do mobile check-in to the hotel with the app? Or
Right
is
now,
that mostly for the parks?
that's mostly for the park.
Oh,
So,
gotcha.
we are still doing that social distancing in the lobbies of the hotel too. So
Gotcha.
that's been real easy for our guests. So as far as some of the packages and the tickets are concerned, just to have your clients be up to speed on what we're offering.
Yeah,
We
this
do
is the
have-
fun stuff. This is the fun stuff.
Yeah, this is where we talk about all our tickets and the packages. So we're doing what we call this year a bundle and save. So the bundle and save is really been great because it's up to a $200 savings per package. So the way it works, Anna, is obviously, the more days and nights that you stay with us, the more the savings. So this is for any of your clients that you're booking between now and the beginning of December for travel through the end of the year. And it's up to a $200 savings. So again, the more nights that they book, the greater the savings. So up
And
to
that UPRV stands for Universal.
Parks and Resorts Vacations, which is our official tour company. Yep.
Got it. That's what I thought.
Yeah. So some of the different packages that we offer that you can talk to your clients about booking is the Wizarding World of Harry Potter package, which is really great. So any of your clients that are the great Potter fans, this is great because it's only a 3-night minimum. And they have access to all of our parks. There's some great inclusive entitlements for them. And again, this is something that you can book for your clients now for travel all the way through next year. So any of your Potter fans that want to partake in this, this is great fun. So this is the special theme keepsake box that we send to your clients, Anna. So they prior to arrival, it's about 30 days prior to arrival, they get this nice keepsake box. The package also includes breakfast at the Three Broomsticks and the Leaky Cauldron, which is 2 of the restaurants in both lands of Potter, because at Universal Orlando, we have 2 lands of Potter. We have Hogsmeade Village, which is over at Islands of Adventure. And then we also have Diagon Alley, which is located over at Universal Studios. So we give guests the opportunity to have 2 experiences in both parks. And then the other really cool thing is your clients can travel on the Hogwarts Express between both lands of Potter. So it's an authentic Scottish train. It actually moves them from one park to the other. And it's a different experience when they ride the Hogwarts Express in different directions. So
fun.
Yeah, it's so fun. And our guests, they don't have to be on the Harry Potter package, the exclusive vacation package, in order to ride the Hogwarts Express. Everybody's riding it because it's just such a cool experience. And in fact, our guests can even experience platform 9 3/4. So any of you know what platform 9 3/4 is, they can experience it. And you can even videotape your family or friends moving through platform 9 3/4, which is a really cool experience.
That does sound really cool.
Yeah, it's been really, really cool. And then also in the package, we also include the shutter button photography studio, which is fun. You don the Harry Potter capes and you reenact some of the scenes from the storyline in the movies from Potter, and it's lots of fun. I know that when I did it with my family and a few of my friends that were with us a while back, We had so much fun. I think that it took us twice as long to film it because we were just laughing so hard. And it's a nice takeaway because there's a nice commemorative DVD that your clients can take home and share with their family and friends. So that's really cool.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful. And vacations, part of what I love about vacations is memory making. And so that experience that you mentioned right there is all about memory making.
Yep. That's what it's all about. I mean, when you think about it, when years later, after taking a vacation, what you remember are all those experiences, whether, the expression on your family or friend's face when they went over the first drop on one of the rides, or when they got splashed coming off Jurassic Park, that last drop into the water, and then the water sprays over everybody. I mean, those are the memories, or the great meal that you had at one of our great restaurants, either at City Walk or the wonderful restaurants that we have at our on-site hotels. So, I mean, that's what, you take away is all those great memories. So
yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah. And I really love looking back at old photos, and then you feel like you're transported back in time to when you were on vacation.
Yeah, for sure. So we also have some other packages that you're able to sell to your clients. And this one is the create your own vacation package. And this is great because it only requires one night of lodging. So any of your clients that are thinking that they would like to come down and visit us for just one night, if they're staying at the Hard Rock Hotel or at the Royal Pacific Hotel, they get the unlimited express ride access. So they get that and the day of departure. So even if they're just staying with us for one night, they get two days of that express, which is a really great value. And then any of your clients, Anna, that maybe are coming to the greater Orlando area, and maybe they're staying with their relatives, Uncle Joe's house or whatever, and they may just need theme park tickets. Well, you know that you can sell just theme park tickets as well to them. And one of the great things, so we do have what we call date-based pricing. So the price of our tickets will depend on the date that they're thinking about, but certainly when you're having those conversations with your clients, you can check all those different pricing based on some maybe different options of dates. So right now we're doing the buy 2 days, get 2 days free. And that one, I'm sorry, that one did expire on September 30th, but we have another promotion that we're launching as well. So, and of course, Anna, you have access to all of those ticket offers, just any particular day or when a new offer does launch. That's certainly something that you can offer your clients, because we do put out different promotions as we go, and you certainly have access to all of those great offers. And then, of course, if any of your clients are Florida residents, we also have a great Florida residents ticket in place as well. So we
that's
certainly,
pretty sweet. My favorite part of that offer is there's no blockout dates.
Yeah.
A lot of times when there's offers, there's blockout dates, and a lot of times it's the dates in particular you had in mind to travel. And I think when you and I spoke previously, you mentioned that a lot of your guests are driving in from, local areas. What percentage of your guests would you say are more local versus, driving in or flying in?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't have the exact breakdown, but we do know that certainly there are a lot of people that are driving into our destination. But, when we reopened in June, there are a lot of our guests that are coming to us and vacationing with us and booking through our travel agents like you that are jumping on those flights. There are some really good airfares that are available, and they're taking advantage of that. Other people say that they would rather pile the family in the car and drive to Orlando. So whatever means in which they're coming, they are coming. And our park, I will tell you, we've been really, really busy. It's been incredible. The weekends we're kind of doing an abbreviation of Halloween Horror Nights. So we do a big event every year.
I'm glad you brought that up because I was just going to ask you that.
Yeah. So, every year we do the Halloween Horror Nights. This year we put a pause on it, but we certainly have opened up a couple of our haunted houses, and we have some character areas. We're doing a really cool thing with scarecrows that our guests can visit the different scarecrows and then take a little card from visiting each of the scarecrows and then go into one of our Universal stores and get a little bag of candy. So sort of, if you will, the trick-or-treating. Families are loving it.
That's very creative. I like it.
Yeah, the kids are loving it because they can put their costumes on and do that, traditional trick-or-treating. So that's been really good. And, just, Anna, the safety precautions that we've taken in place. I mean, it's just so nice to interact with our guests when they just absolutely stop you in the park and they say, I just have to share with you how safe I feel and how comfortable my family is. We've also put some little rest areas throughout our parks so that if a family wants to go into this little rest area, sit down, take the masks off, have a cool drink, certainly we've provided that for them too. So it's really made it manageable, and it's been just wonderful to welcome our guests back. And I think, everybody, we all want to get back to, the way things have always been. So for them to come back into the park and ride the rides and experience everything that we have to offer has been great. And then, of course, the holidays are coming up, and we have some great plans for the holidays at Universal. It's always beautiful decorations, and they'll be there again this year.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
next year, we step into our Mardi Gras festivities right after the first of the year, and then onward we go. So, we're welcoming our guests back, and of course our travel agent partners like you have been tremendous, and that's really where we see our clients are most comfortable booking, is with our travel agency partners. So it's
Thank
been
you
great.
for that.
Really
Yeah, I
have.
appreciate that. And my favorite time of the year to go to amusement park is the holidays. I just love to see the lights and the decorations and all the smiling, families and children going through the park. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear about what you have coming up for Halloween
Yeah.
and Christmas and after the New Year. And then some of my customers or clients ask about cancel for any reason policy. Is there anything like that in place where if for some reason they would have to cancel their trip? What do you guys have in place?
Yeah, so that's a really great question, Anna. So we do have a cancel for any reason. And, not only now, but I've always said you really should consider booking that cancel for any reason. No one plans not to travel, but, accidents happen. Somebody could break their foot and not be able to get on a plane. So I always say that, it's a safety precaution. So it's an insurance, if you will, that if for whatever reason it may be, if your clients do have to cancel, they're not losing all of that investment of the vacation package. They're just losing the cost of the cancel for any reason. So, I applaud you for bringing that up to your clients. It's always a really important topic to discuss, and have your clients really heavily consider booking that cancel for any reason. And it really eases their mind that
Yeah,
for
I
whatever
was just
reason
going to
it
say
is.
that really it gives you the peace of mind to know that if
Yeah.
something does come up, you're protected. And
Right.
I'm sure I offer that to every
Yeah.
client, especially now in the current world environment. I think
Yep.
more than ever, the value of having that insurance policy and the value of using a travel agent rather than doing it on your own, so that we can be the resource for our guests in the event that they have questions or they do have any issues that arise. So
Yep.
I appreciate you mentioning that.
Yeah.
So do you have any last words of wisdom for us? Anything
Come
else
down. Yeah. So just all kinds of fun things at Universal. We're a great destination for all different age groups, lots of things for little ones to experience in our whole Dr. Seuss area, just as one tiny example. We're a great destination for multi-generational families. So grandparents, parents, and kids can all come and experience our rides at our destination together. We are the destination that's contemporary. So the shows that your clients are watching on TV and the movies and the books that they're reading today are the rides and attractions that they're seeing at Universal. So we're a great destination for all age groups, and just come and experience us and come have fun. Be with your family and just let loose for a few days and forget all the worries in the world, and just be immersed in the wonderful epic vacations that we're able to offer your clients. So
Thank you. That was very well said. And thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate you
Yeah,
coming
it's been
on
fun.
and sharing all about the park and the safety, and especially the specials and promotions that you have going on right now. So
So
thank
you're
you,
going to
Cynthia.
have to invite me to come back and do this again.
Yeah, I would love to have you come back, and I would like to dive in a little bit more about what's new at all the parks, because I know you always have some new stuff cooking up. So
Yep.
thank you again. I really
You're
appreciate it.
welcome. You're welcome,
And
Anna.
thank
Best
you
to
for
you.
watching.
Yep. Take good care.
Thank you. And thank you for watching Anna's Travel Talk. And if you want to get to Universal Orlando Resorts and Parks, let me know. I can be your travel resource. My information will be in the comments below. And if we've inspired you today, hit that subscribe button and you'll be notified every Tuesday when we upload new content. And thank you again for watching. And until next time, this has been Anna's Travel Talk. Have a great rest of your day.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Cynthia.
You're welcome. My pleasure. Talk to you.